Hey guys, I am in Ghana and I just happened to be in this amazing garden by Karen Hendricks. So I'm going to just introduce you to her. Hello, please tell our folks who you are.
Okay, my name is Karen Hendrickson, also known as the Visual Orator, and I am the proud parent of these lovely blooms that you see around us, and which gives me so much joy. And in this garden, you'll not only see orchids, but you also see ordinary plants and like beautiful hedges that wrap around portion of the property.
So we're going to follow you and walk around as you show us
Okay.
a little bit of your garden. Yeah.
And we have, it's a type of garden where there are little hidden surprises when you least expect it. And let's take, for instance, just tucked away here at the back is this wonderful, fragrant calla lily. It smells
Yes.
so good. And others that are getting ready to bloom, and they're really big. When you look at the size of my hand, and you see them here nestled away. And my philosophy is just like in life, is that you bring a lot of diverse people. I like to do that with plants, bring them together, and just let them flourish and thrive, because that's how I thrive. So let's take a walk around, and you can see that many are blooming or getting ready to bloom. Like this one, it starts off as pink, and then by the time it's finished, it will change to a white color. Yeah.
I've died and gone to heaven.
And then over here, look at this beautiful burnt yellow with a bit of orange. These are calla lilies. And here is, yeah, I'll hold it here so that you can
Okay.
see. And here is one, the same one I just showed you over there. Starts off purple, moves to white when it's getting ready to die off. So yeah, so we have a variety, and of course the chimes. Have to have the chimes. It helps give the garden a sense of tranquility, peace. And when you and your group come, we could do a lovely tea here.
That would be lovely.
Tea with scones, and just so that they can enjoy the environment, and just make a nice afternoon of it,
That is.
And yeah. So we're in the rainy season right now in Ghana, and most of my orchids, they like it in hot, dry weather. So you really see a lot of blooms once the rainy season is over. But for now, they're still giving quite a bit. But you see, when it rains a lot, the flowers sometimes get they get discoloration. But they still get
This is a
joy.
collection. So how many years have you been working?
I think this is about 12 to 15 years
Yes.
worth of work, and every so often they get so big we have to cut them and then put them on fresh branches. And look at that lovely orange orchid there, just sharing its beauty with us. It grows, wow, these are all orchids.
Really?
And then none of them are in soil, they're just rested in that basket. They're just rested there.
Oh my God.
Look at the dragonfly.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
You know your garden is doing well when one of those comes. And then you can just take a stroll. We have the glass chimes over there. See right here. And I really love chimes, so I have them all over the yard. Just contributes to our sense of well-being.
Right.
portion of the garden where everything is basically the green or white, so that it kind of calms the senses. And then the idea is I'm growing this plant all the way up. It'll even come on the side. Just have to be patient, and then it will be like a nice view. And at night we have fairy lights that come on automatically. Well, through most of the garden, but it's particularly lovely here. Over here, some of my favorites are over here. You see that beautiful red orchid? I mean, it's just so vibrant. It's like, look at me. But then over here you have this wonderful, vibrant purple just peeking out, saying, "Hey, red, you're not the only one. Look, I'm just as vibrant," and I just love that. You know. So this is called the Margaret Thatcher, and this tree, which I selected because it was, you know, with the variation on the leaves, and there's orchids all at the back, and so many different types and varieties. Yes. Yeah. Of course, every garden should have a waterfall. In fact, it's a must.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So these are all orchids as well. And we put detergent in here to prevent the frogs from making a home there. Because that's the one thing I don't like in my garden is frogs.
So what does it say to you? What kind of piece, or as we end, what kind of piece does the garden say to you?
Well, the garden reminds me about the importance of having a space where you can feel not only at peace and a sense of tranquility, but you can think, you can hear your inner voice, and most importantly, you can commune with your maker, because the environment just kind of leads you into that.
Okay.
And so that's why for me, my garden means so much to me, because it provides that balance that one needs in a busy, hectic life.
So the story is you're Jamaican via Bermuda so tell me a little bit about that.
Okay. I was born in Jamaica, and 2 weeks ago my parents took me back to Bermuda where they were living, and so I have dual nationality. And for many years I lived in Bermuda, although I did go to university in Canada, both my undergraduate and my graduate degree, and returned to Bermuda to work. And worked for about 15 years, reaching up to the senior vice president level at HSBC in Bermuda, and then decided to chuck it all and come to Ghana to live and experience a different culture, but only difference in name, because I knew ancestrally my roots were here. And since then, coming to Ghana, I forged a whole new life where I have not just the hustle and bustle that I had when I was working at HSBC, but I also have time for the quieter, softer, more beautiful side of life that the garden gives me.
Yes, yeah. And would somebody wanted to take a look at Ghana, particularly my women who your high-powered C-suite, is Ghana a place that we could kind of find a little respite and be comfortable here?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Over the last 20 years, Ghana has elevated to the point where There is definitely not one or two, but dozens of places ideally suited for the C-suite executive who wants to be pampered, who wants to feel, like, even though they're in the motherland, that they're experiencing a of luxury and tranquility and just pure joy with all
Right.
the beautiful things around them, from fashion to food to different things to experience, from chocolate making to
Yes.
jazz. Everything is here.
Everything is at
Yes.
Ghana's.
You just need to have enough time, 10 days minimum. If not, you'll be just rushing about and you may not get to see or
Okay.
even or scratch the surface.
Okay, lovely. Karen, this has been wonderful. You've been so generous with me with your time and just showing me this wonderful city, Accra, and giving me a sense of what Ghana has to offer. So peace and blessings. And this is the Garden Ladies, where we'll be having some tea and scones next May. So time to come to Ghana. See you guys soon. Bye.